first cards I made, I guess I should say. The only cards I ever made, actually. And it's the first 13, the major arcana in a tarot deck. And I am a terrible artist. So I used, as you can see, symbolisms. Like here's the shaman, which is actually just the magician. And if you notice, it's the altar, magic, magical sacred circle, and the elements, and the positions. Then this would be the world, and what I did was, of course, the sun and all the planets and the Lord and Lady. Just typical the Hierophant, death. Typical major arcana stuff. Basic arcana meanings. I sometimes would forget what I drew and what I meant them to mean when I drew them. So I have this little sheet of paper here with them. And I bought this deck. Actually, my friend Kyrell bought this deck back in about 2006. It's a completely blank deck. I still have the rest right here. Completely blank deck with basic Rider-Waite printing on the back. Now I do have a Rider-Waite tarot deck, which is actually my primary deck, and that's in the car because I like to take it everywhere with me. Now next in the spotlight are basic playing cards. I have a small hand. My hand's about 7 inches long. It's just really, really small deck. It's a Disney playing cards deck. I got this at a dollar store for, well, $1. And they're just basic playing cards. Here's the back. Back is just Mickey Mouse being all cute. And the actual faces of the cards, like here's Minnie being the 6 of hearts, and there's Mickey being the 7 of spades. I use these for yes and no questions. Just basic yes and no questions. With red signifying yes, so any card with red, such as this one, and with any card being black as no. So these I just used throughout the years. I'm not even quite sure when I got these, but I've been using them frequently for yes and no questions. Only for yes and no questions, because they wouldn't really be able to answer much of anything else. Now, a couple of Yules ago, I was part of a live journal group called Pimp Your Altar. And one of the girls in the group had made a tarot deck. They came in these little tins, these little itty bitty tins. So small it is. And she had constructed them completely out of photo paper. Now, since they're small, I'm going to zoom in right here. They have the major arcana in them, like the Hierophant. And then, instead of the minor arcana, she has added different kinds, like, that's the Devil, Judgment, Justice, like Black Heart or Innocence. Here we have like Power and Blessing, just different things with really modern pictures. It's absolutely beautiful. She made the cards herself. She made the tin to hold them in herself, and I haven't used them. I really like just opening the tin and just holding them and looking through them. And that's just another example of that. You can make your own cards. Doesn't really matter what they look like. It's what they mean to you. And I love this deck. I haven't actually used it because the cards are so small and I'm afraid of just destroying them. But it's a lot of fun to have, and I wish I could remember her name, but I was so happy when I got these. These were great. Just absolutely awesome to have. My very absolute first tarot deck. and the nerd is going to come out in me, was this Lord of the Rings deck. And the reason I got this, I had to be about 15, 16 when I got this. The reason I got this is because it's also a card game. And because it is a card game, I was able to play it off as not a tarot deck. It comes with a little booklet that I've misplaced. It's probably somewhere in the mess of my craft room. And it has all these beautiful pictures. Like here's Gollum. It says right here, Gollum by a pool of water considers the many possibilities open to him. There's Gollum, and of course is Precious, and Gollum as the Fool. Then Gandalf is the magician. And just, there's Belladonna Took. And Elrond, Aragorn with Lady Arwen. These pictures are absolutely beautiful. And if you notice on the top, there's a little symbol here. There are different on different cards. And that is part of the game. I actually never played the game to these cards. Oh, there's another symbol there. Actually never played the game to these cards. Mostly because I didn't actually use these cards for the actual game. I used them to do my tarot readings for myself or for my sister. So these were my very first set of cards. I absolutely love these. I have such a very strong connection to them. Mostly because I've had them for about 10 years now. And I love the pictures. I love that you can put positive energy in it by playing the game. But I love the deck. Here is a gag gift. On my Sweet 16, which really wasn't a Sweet 16, but on my 16th birthday, my mom surprised me by throwing me a birthday party. And I hadn't had a birthday party in years. Well, my friend Lewis had first bought me my very first pentacle necklace. And as a funny gag gift, this set of tarot. Now this box actually is supposed to be connected to the string on the book. And the book is actually supposed to have a little jacket cover to it. But my daughters got a hold of it and ripped the box off the ribbon, and I lost the jacket many years ago. Well, the cards themselves, this is the entire regular Rider-Waite based tarot deck in this itty-bitty box. All 70-something cards in here. Minor and major arcana. These cards are really tiny, but really beautiful. This is the back. I don't think you can see that. It's probably like super blurry. But the back is very detailed. It's absolutely beautiful. It's very colorful. And then the front is, of course, the cards. Right here, I am holding the 5 of Pentacles. And here is the Ace of Cups. And they're absolutely beautiful and super tiny. Look at this. This is the size of a fingernail. They're just so tiny, so fragile. And I used it. It was a gag gift. And I have used these before, but oh my god, it's so hard to shuffle. So I would just make a pile on the floor and then move them around with my hands and pick them at random that way. As it was so funny doing readings with these cards because they were just so tiny. And it comes with this book. It's by Running Press. And it has the description of the meaning of the cards as well as the picture. So here, as you can see, it's the actual pictures. And on the back of the cards, this is actually what's on the back of the cards. It's funny. It's a really funny tarot deck. I liked it because they were so cute. They were so tiny. The next deck I have, my husband gave to me. I wanted an oracle deck. And my husband, who is actually an atheist, bought these for me as a gift. I think a few months actually before we got married. I use these for daily meditations. I adore this deck. This is one of my absolutely favorite decks. One, the artwork is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I love this. This one, like the back, it has just a lovely saying. It focuses on an aspect of the picture, and this one is, work is love made visible. And these were just wonderful for me. I had originally wanted the Fairy Oracle by Brian Froud, but my husband had found these and thought they were more suiting for me and gave them to me as a gift, like I said. And I love them. I absolutely love them. I love the sayings on the back. These, like, this one says, as many souls, as many pathways to God. And it's just, they're great for daily meditations. And again, this is Fairy Oracle. And it's by Sulamith Wolfing. And it's just, the artwork is just amazing. This deck is actually a very popular deck. It's Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck, and it's the Egyptian Tarot is what it's usually called. Now this deck comes with a little booklet, like most decks do. Comes with a little instructions booklet. My Lord of the Rings ones has one too, but I just don't know where it is. And so does my Rider-Waite Tarot deck. This is the back of the cards. All of them have this cross on them. The pictures of these are absolutely stunning. The Magus, there's 3 Magus pictures. Here are 2 of them. These are 2. These for the Magician. I can't seem to find the one that I actually used in the deck. I got these probably on my 17th birthday. I bought them as a gift to myself. The artwork is absolutely stunning, but I just could never really connect to them. I did a lot of readings with them, but I just couldn't. I liked it. I liked the deck, but I didn't love it. I just couldn't get in tune with it. And it does not come with this book. You can buy kits that indeed could bring the deck and the book. They're rather expensive. The book itself was pricey, but it goes into incredible detail of each of the cards. And then, of course, it has the picture of the cards in here. Just absolutely stunning, and it's great to see the actual artwork up close and personal like that. And it's great for learning about the Egyptians and this tarot. But again, it's something that I just couldn't connect to and didn't continue to use.